the area of the world where many civilizations left their mark. Modern state, which has preserved the Asian traditions. Center, connecting the East and the West. Place that brings together representatives of all religions and denominations. Republic, which has committed a unique economic breakthrough. Country, which has taken the forefront on the global arena, set the new vectors of development. Kazakhstan, a well-known and the most talked about country. In the heraldry tradition, each color symbolizes a certain concept. Blue sky color of the Kazakh flag symbolizes the sky, peace, and prosperity. The sun symbolizes wealth and abundance, life and energy. Soaring eagle under the sun represents the power of the state, its sovereignty and independence, aspiration to high goals and sustainable future. The country's history goes centuries back and started 550 years ago, when Kerei and Zhanibek Khans founded the Kazakh khanate. The ancient Great Silk Road was on present territory of Kazakhstan. Saqq's queen Tamiris ruled here. Genghis Khan had left his mark. The era of Kipchak Khanate of the Golden Horde passed here. This land has witnessed the Dzungar invasion. In the modern period, the country was part of the Soviet Union. In 1991, after the collapse of the enormous power, the former Soviet republics found themselves in a new realities. The second largest area of post-Soviet countries, Kazakhstan, chose its own path of development, unlike paths of other Soviet republics. The stake was made on the progressive development of the economy and balanced policy aimed at preventing disasters and conflicts. Due to the progressive reforms, Kazakhstan made a breakthrough from a 13th place in the former USSR to 5 most dynamic economies in the world. The country provides 2/3 of total revenue throughout Central Asia, representing only a quarter of its total population. Kazakhstan became the first post-Soviet country which have recognized the market status of both Europe and the United States. The financial system of the country considered as the best in the post-Soviet space. On its own initiative in May 2000, Kazakhstan became the only country among the countries of the CIS and Eastern Europe which was able to fully pay off its debts to the International Monetary Fund and the European Bank of Reconstruction and Development, ahead of schedule. Carried out reforms at the initial stage, attracted 160 billion of foreign investments to Kazakhstan and helped the country win the economic leadership in Central Asia. There are large foreign companies representing the mining sector, trade, consulting, banking, and other sectors. In 2014, GDP per capita amounted to $14,000. Its further plans are to diversify the economy, to attract multinational companies in the processing industry, and to provide an outlet to the world market of Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan, the 9th largest country in the world. The republic is situated in the center of the Eurasian continent. It borders with Russia, China, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan, and to the west with the Caspian Sea. The total length of the border is 13,392.6 kilometers. During the years of independence, Kazakhstan was able to solve border issue with all its neighbors, and the republic has no territorial disputes with its bordering states. The transport network in Kazakhstan is actively involved in the formation of the Eurasian corridor. Today, the state is regarded by businessmen from around the world as a global intermediary that connects European and Asian markets. The catalyst for this process was the construction of the pipeline Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Iran, which is more than 800 kilometers. In the near future, Corridor Western Europe, Western China will start its operation. A special role in the development of transit potential of Kazakhstan plays the port of Aktau on the Caspian Sea. Through this port, the country has the opportunity to enter the Black Sea, the Indian Ocean, and the Persian Gulf. For the number and variety of natural resources, Kazakhstan holds one of the leading positions in the world. Of the 110 elements of the periodic table, it has 99. Kazakhstan is one of the most resource-rich countries. Its reserves are enough for more than 100 years. For its explored reserves of uranium, zinc, tungsten, the country is on the first place in the world. For silver, lead on the second. For copper, on the third. Kazakhstan is among the top 10 countries, the leading manufacturers and exporters of coal in the world market. Global economic importance places the country's complex of rich hydrocarbon reserves. In terms of oil production, Kazakhstan occupies 26th place in the world. The presence of rich natural resources and stable economic policies show a good performance in the development of not only the national mining and processing industries, Kazakhstan is among the 50 largest exporters in the world, and the geography of export of Kazakhstani products includes more than 100 countries. The country has gained popularity in foreign markets primarily as a supplier of energy resources. We also hold leading positions in other directions. Kazakhstan carries out about 200,000 export operations every year. There has been an annual growth of export basket. Today, the share of non-oil exports is 25% of the total. The national export strategy, according to this figure, will steadily rise by 2025 at least twice. As part of the export strategy, about 50 countries were already considered, of which 12 selected. They will become target markets for Kazakh goods. There are CIS countries, primarily Russia and Belarus, Afghanistan, Iran, East China, Eastern Europe. Such food products as soft drinks, pastries, as well as motor oils are shipped to China, to Austria, sportswear, to Switzerland, bicycles, to Japan, honey. Today, Kazakhstan is called the Island of Peace and Stability. On the first day of the Declaration of Independence, the state openly showed the desire for an amicable process. Kazakhstan has established and developed relations with over 140 countries of the world, participated in more than 60 international organizations. The country has long enjoyed a reputation as an open and friendly partner, an active supporter and initiator of various integration processes in the world community, always ready to create the conditions for a large-scale dialogue. The country's path to big foreign policy began in those years when Kazakhstan was on the verge of independence. While still a republic within the Soviet Union, Kazakhstan closed Semipalatinsk nuclear test site, the fourth nuclear arsenal in the world, and this was done on their own initiative and by the decree of President Nursultan Nazarbayev. Nuclear disarmament of Kazakhstan was considered as a global model of building a more secure world. After gaining independence, Kazakhstan has adopted a policy of development of confidence-building measures and security in Asia. So President Nursultan Nazarbayev was the first world leader who called for interaction and confidence-building measures in Asia at the 47th UN General Assembly session in 1992. Kazakhstan's chairmanship in the OSCE in 2010 and the summit itself became the historical event. For the first time, the country, located mainly in Asia, served as the chairman of the European organization. The leaders of member states adopted the Astana Declaration, where each has reaffirmed his full commitment to the UN Charter and all OSCE norms, principles, and commitments, starting with the Helsinki Final Act. Kazakhstan plays an important role in the process of regional integration and the development of the Eurasian market. The idea of Eurasian integration was proposed by Kazakh President Nursultan Nazarbayev. But this initiative has been implemented in several phases. In 2000, an agreement on the establishment of the Eurasian Economic Community was signed. But this initiative has been implemented in several phases. In the year 2000, an agreement on the establishment of the Eurasian Economic Community was signed. In 2010, customs unions started to operate. Since 2012, Kazakhstan, Russia, and Belarus moved to the third stage of integration, the Common Economic Space. In 2014, the treaty was signed on the establishment of the Eurasian Economic Union, which became official on January 1, 2015. Peace and Accord Palace holds a special place in the unique architectural appearance of the Kazakh capital. The shape of the pyramid symbolizes peace and harmony, the idea of the head of the state, Nursultan Nazarbayev. But this building is unique not only architecturally, but also in its spirit. Under the triangular vaults of the Palace of Peace and Accord, the Congress of Leaders of World and Traditional Religions is held. Muslims, Christians, Jews, Buddhists, and members of other faiths came to discuss the role of religion in building the modern world based on tolerance, mutual respect, and cooperation. The world began to talk more often about the Kazakh model of interethnic relationships, which is based on tolerance for everyone. Today, there are more than 130 nationalities. People's Assembly of Kazakhstan plays a great importance in promoting peace and harmony in the country. Representing a fundamentally new institution of civil society, the Assembly has no analogues in the world. Due to the People's Assembly of Kazakhstan, representatives of even the smallest ethnic groups living in Kazakhstan, they were able to preserve their traditions, culture, and language. It is in the face of the Assembly, through the joint efforts of all ethnic and cultural centers, has been established such organization, which has managed to provide the necessary path of constructive dialogue and communication with the whole multinational people of Kazakhstan. Today, Kazakhstan experience is explored by the international community with great attention. UNESCO has awarded the capital of Kazakhstan with an award World City. This title is assigned to the new cities of the world, which in a short time has achieved impressive results in economics, politics, and culture to make real steps to strengthen interethnic and interreligious harmony. Today, Astana, Kazakhstan's key brand, which showcases its social and economic opportunities. Symbol of Kazakhstan's unique identity, which is based on the main project of the people, a strong, independent nation looking to the future. Kazakhstan is an island of peace and stability, which develops through the work and mutual trust of 130 people and 45 religious denominations. It is here where all significant events and global meetings take place on a regular basis. It is here where the East meets the West. Here, the specialized international exhibition Expo 2017 will be held. Astana received the status of the capital city in 1997. In 1997, international experience of moving the capital, successes and failures, mistakes and benefits were thoroughly analyzed. The city with a metropolitan status had to meet 32 criteria. Astana meets all of these criteria. The symbol of the capital, Bayterek, comes from the mythology of the nomads. According to Kazakh tradition, Bayterek is a tree of Samruk, bird of happiness. You can learn about this legend once you will come up to the top of the monument. You will be exposed to a breathtaking view of an architectural design of the city. City of Astana is a realization of a Kazakhstani dream of a happy present and future, of the meaningful creation, economic prosperity, the historical dignity, and national pride. Astana remembers the past and it strives for the future.